I'm talking like let's say I DM a girl or I get a girl number or, you know what I'm saying, a girl at the studio. Just know my baby mama don't care. Have a son, congrats.
Yeah. And I told him I'm gonna make this the greatest gangster of all times. I will raise this child to torture you the way that you tortured me. I promise you, there will be an indictment in this young one.
Oh, please. Oh my God. No, drop me now.
So, King Harris just said what most rappers wouldn't even think about admitting out loud. Like, you can tell this man woke up and chose chaos before breakfast. He's not just casually bragging about his love life. He's basically announcing to the world that he's out here collecting baby mamas like their mixtape drops. And the way he said it, with a smile, like he's launching a brand new clothing line instead of confirming a whole new human being. But let's be honest, the internet did not take this one lightly. Within minutes, TikTok was on fire. Comments were flying in faster than King could hit go live again. Some people were like, "Bro, you're 19, not Nick Cannon," while others were convinced this was his way of getting back at his dad, T.I., for all those years of tough parenting. And speaking of T.I., the man is reportedly furious. Imagine being a hip-hop legend who spent decades building a name for yourself, only for your son to turn your family brand into a running meme. It's giving House of the Dragon levels of family drama. Only this time, the throne is a Waffle House booth, and the dragons are Instagram lives. Fans on X, formerly Twitter, started compiling clips like it was a Netflix docuseries, The Downfall of King Harris, from diamond chains to diapers. One viral post read, "King out here trying to beat Future's record but with 0 hit singles." And here's where it gets even more ironic. King says he's gonna raise his kid to torture his baby mama the way she tortured him. Sir, that's not parenting, that's therapy avoidance. The internet didn't even know whether to laugh or send him a self-help book. But that's just the opening scene of this circus. Because what happens next isn't just about a baby. It's about a full-blown family implosion brewing right in front of millions of viewers. You're not ready for where this goes next, because T.I. is about to enter the chat, and things go from embarrassing to explosive. So let's get this straight. King Harris might have another baby on the way. Actually, scratch that. 2 babies. Twins, double the diapers, double the drama, and possibly double the child support. The internet didn't even have time to recover from the first pregnancy before this rumor dropped like a bombshell. And if you think T.I. was calm about it, oh no. Word on the street is, Tip lost it. Like classic dad rage, but make it Atlanta legend levels of furious. You know it's bad when the whole internet can practically hear him pacing the mansion yelling, "Ain't no way!" What's wild is how believable this all sounds. The first time, the pregnancy news came out of nowhere. Fans were confused, family blindsided, and the blogs had a field day. But twins? That just turned this from messy to mythical. Like, King's not just living recklessly, he's living like it's a reality show no one asked for, but everyone's watching. The memes started instantly. One person tweeted, "King Harris really speedrunning fatherhood like it's a GTA side mission." Another joked, "T.I. raising kids who raising chaos." And behind all that humor is a bigger tension. Because if this twin rumor turns out to be true, that means King didn't just repeat history, he doubled it. Remember, he already shocked the world with baby number 1. And even then, his parents looked like they were pretending to be okay for the cameras. It's the kind of moment where you can almost feel the embarrassment through your screen. Imagine being T.I., watching your family name trend every few months for the most chaotic reasons possible. Fans are already saying this whole thing feels like a rerun of his own youth, except this time, there's no hit single to soften the blow. And just when you think it can't get any more chaotic, it does. Because the timeline's about to rewind, and trust me, the first pregnancy story, that was a full-blown mess on its own. You think this new rumor is wild? Wait till you see how the first one even started.
Who don't got y'all kids? My boy having kids every day. You feel me? Go get your damn children. Stop taking the children to your mama house. Your mama can't watch it. Your boy got his children.
This right here, this was the beginning of the Harris family chaos timeline. When King first dropped the "I'm a dad now" announcement, it felt like one of those posts you scroll past thinking it's fan fiction, until you realize, no, this is real life. There were no hints, no soft launches, no gender reveal TikToks. Just boom. One day, King's wilding on live. Next day, he's posting baby pics like he's been father of the year since day one. Even T.I. looked like he found out from Instagram notifications. You could almost picture him opening his phone, seeing "Congrats, Granddad," and going, "Excuse me? What?" And let's not pretend this was a fairy tale. The streets of Twitter were saying it started off as nothing serious, a casual fling, a studio hangout, whatever, that spun out faster than a plot twist on love and hip-hop. Fans still joke that King's first baby announcement had less build-up than a TikTok trend. Even Big Nana, the baby mama, seemed to come out of nowhere. One day she's a mystery girl. The next, she's at the center of a full-blown celebrity baby rollout. And King? He switched from chaos to co-parent overnight, like it was part of his rebrand. The man went from fighting online trolls to buying baby bottles, no transition. But the wildest part is how quickly he tried to own it, posting like, "Yeah, I've been ready for this. No sir, you were just in Waffle House last week arguing with employees about a combo meal. The math is not mathing." And that's why people think this whole situation was never a plan. It was a domino effect of impulse decisions. One small choice that led to a lifetime of headlines. But just wait, because as messy as the first pregnancy was, the reaction from fans and family made it 10 times worse. You're not ready for what happened next, because that's when the internet decided to drag everyone, including T.I. himself.
Don't say, you got a baby. I'm a good baby daddy. I ain't got no baby mama problems. My baby mama is one of the most player baby mamas, you know what I'm saying, known to mankind. So, like, what the f you talking about? Don't try to, like, you got a baby, you got, man, beat it. My job, if I'm talking like, let's say I DM a girl, or I get a girl number, or, you know what I'm saying, a girl at the studio, just know my baby mama don't care. So you cannot do, don't try to pull, no King with, no. My baby mama don't care. So you can't, it's like you're not up in one, you're not, you're just here because...
Fast forward to right now. And let's be real, this situation feels less like family goals and more like a live-action soap opera filmed in Atlanta. Picture T, hearing about twins on the way from a totally different woman. That man probably froze mid-sentence like, "Hold up, 2. You could almost hear that classic dad sigh echo through the whole city. Because here's the thing, King's love life has been public chaos for years, and these new receipts popping up online, they're not helping. Fans have receipts from TikTok lives, screenshots, DMs, even clips of him joking about his baby mama being chill while he's out talking to other girls. Like, sir, why are you narrating your own downfall? People on Reddit are calling it the most predictable plot twist of 2025. One top comment said, "Bro's been on a crash course since the Waffle House incident, and now it's finally catching up." And honestly, they're not wrong. King's been moving reckless for a long minute. Fights, arrests, Instagram rants, flexing more than thinking. And the dynamic between him and Big Nana? Let's just say it never screamed soulmates. Every time they're seen together, it's giving business meeting energy. No chemistry, no spark, just two young parents trying to figure out how to make co-parenting look functional for the gram. Even the fans noticed. Under every post, the comments are like, "Why they look like co-workers?" Or, "This ain't love, it's logistics." The receipts people are finding aren't about love. They're about how messy and emotionally detached this whole setup has been from day one. And now, with a completely new woman allegedly carrying twins, that's not just drama, that's a pattern. It's like every few months King finds a new way to test his dad's blood pressure. But here's where the tension really starts to boil. I isn't just mad about the twins rumor, he's mad that this behavior keeps repeating. He's watching his son repeat every mistake he made, but with a live stream audience. And just when fans think King might chill for a minute, he goes online and doubles down. Yeah, he actually bragged about it. And that's where the next level of chaos begins.
Healthy. That's the way God made you.
Yeah.
But he broke them over.
They all got the same instruction face.
He made me very special.
It sure
They
did.
just got different hairstyles.
And there it is. the line that broke the internet. King Harris went online and said it himself, word for word, "My baby mama don't care. I got a son." Congrats. That's not just confidence. That's delusion mixed with audacity and sprinkled with chaos. You could feel the collective gasp across social media. People were like, wait, he's proud of this? Because instead of owning up or showing growth, King sounded like he was bragging about creating more drama, not less. He literally said he's going to raise this kid to torture his baby mama. Like, bro, that's not a flex. That's therapy waiting to happen. This clip spread faster than wildfire. Within minutes, Shade Room had it up, Twitter was in flames, and YouTube reactors started cooking up videos with titles like, "T.I. lost all hope after this." Even fans who used to defend King were like, okay, this is officially too far. And you can't help but wonder what's really going through T.I.'s mind hearing that. This is the same man who spent years building his legacy, talking about growth, family, and wisdom. Now his son is out here turning fatherhood into a viral meme. What's even crazier is how King said it, calm, collected, and with that same "I run this" energy that used to make people laugh but now just makes them shake their heads. He wasn't heated or emotional. He sounded proud, like this was his moment. But here's where it gets real deep, because this isn't just a teenage mistake or a celebrity kid acting wild. This is the next generation of fame on full display. A kid who grew up in the spotlight, surrounded by wealth, cameras, and pressure, now trying to prove he's a gangster when he's already living a dream most people would die for. That's why fans are split right now. Some say he's just acting out, trying to escape his father's shadow. Others think he's gone too far, that he's lost all sense of consequence. And when T.I. finally sees this clip, when that man sits down and hears his son saying he's raising a child to torture someone, that's when the explosion happens. Because what comes next is T.I. unfiltered.
Come on, we out here. I'm outside. I'm outside. Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some. Hey, get your employees. Yeah, something in this. Tell your mama happy mother. And you still talking inside though. Why you inside? You can't stop me from doing Let me get my food. Thank you. Just talking like they like that, they ain't like that.
When T.I. finally fired back, the whole tone shifted. It wasn't about fame anymore. It wasn't about music or image. It was a father, face to face with the one thing every parent fears, watching your kid repeat the same mistakes you spent your life trying to erase. He didn't raise his voice at first. You could tell he wanted to keep it cool, but there was pain in his eyes, the kind that comes from love mixed with disappointment. When he said, "You think being a father is about playing gangster?" That hit harder than any diss track. It wasn't T.I. the rapper talking, it was Clifford Harris, the father who's seen the streets and knows exactly where they lead. But as the conversation went on, his tone shifted. That calm turned into anger, frustration, disbelief. "I done spent my whole life keeping you out this mess," he said, "and you running straight into it." You could almost feel that frustration through the screen, the kind that builds up when you realize your child is trying to prove a point the hard way. Social media exploded after that. Clips from their exchange were everywhere. Fans took sides, some saying T.I. was too harsh, others saying he needed to be even harder on his son. But deep down, everyone could see this was more than just a celebrity scandal. This was generational tension, a father trying to save his legacy and a son trying to define his own. And maybe that's what makes this story hit so deep, because behind all the fame, the luxury, the social media noise, this is still a family, trying to hold it together while the world watches every mistake in real time. Now fans are wondering what's next. Will T.I. pull back and let King crash and learn? Or will this be the breaking point that forces a real father-son sit down, away from the cameras, away from the fans, and away from the drama? One thing's for sure, whatever happens next, it's not over. The internet's watching, the fans are debating, and this story is just getting started. Because in the Harris household, every headline hits home. I is done being patient, After weeks of silence, the man finally snapped, and not in a PR-trained, calm dad way. No, this time he let the world see what happens when a father's disappointment turns into raw anger. The reason? His son, King Harris, is reportedly facing another baby scandal. The internet barely recovered from the first pregnancy rumor before this next wave hit, and this time, it's even messier. People aren't just whispering that King might be a dad again. They're saying twins, 2 babies, 2 times the drama, 2 times the chaos that already has the entire Harris household in turmoil. It's like every week there's a new headline. King Harris caught in another scandal. T.I. furious again. Family name trending for all the wrong reasons. And the thing is, this isn't just some random viral moment. This is real life unfolding in front of millions of people who are treating it like a show. When the first pregnancy rumor hit, the reaction was pure shock. Fans didn't know whether to laugh, pray, or just refresh the page to make sure it was real. It felt surreal, like watching the son of a rap icon drift further away from the life his parents tried to build for him. And now with talk of twins, it feels like that shock turned into disbelief. T.I., of course, didn't hold back. Word is he's furious. You can practically imagine him pacing around, shaking his head, trying to understand how this happened again. He's not just angry about the mistakes, he's angry about the repetition. Because for a father who built his life trying to escape his own past, seeing your child mirror your worst choices must hit deeper than anything fame could ever fix. And yet, King seems unbothered. He's out there talking confidently, even proudly, about being a dad, calling his unborn child the greatest gangster of all time. That line alone sent the internet spiraling. Fans started clipping the quote, remixing it into TikToks, laughing but also asking, does he even realize what he's saying? It's not funny anymore though. Not to T.I., not to Tiny, not to the family that's been trying to steer him in the right direction for years. What's happening now feels less like youthful rebellion and more like a public unraveling, the kind where every move gets dissected and every mistake gets amplified into a spectacle. But here's where things get complicated. King isn't just another celebrity kid acting out. He's someone raised under pressure, the kind of pressure that comes with fame before you even earn it. Every word, every argument, every post he makes gets turned into content. Every fight with his dad turns into clickbait. And at some point, that attention starts to warp what's real. So when he said, I told him I'm going to raise this child to torture you, it wasn't just a joke, it was a statement, a twisted declaration of independence. It's like he's not just trying to rebel, he's trying to hurt the image his dad represents. And that's where everything exploded. Because T.I., who's always tried to play the role of the mentor, the father figure, the wise man, couldn't stay calm after that. This time, it was personal. You could see it in his face during that conversation. The disbelief, the frustration, and that deep sadness of a parent realizing their words might not be getting through anymore. He didn't start by yelling, he started with disappointment. You know that quiet, heavy kind of anger that doesn't need to raise its voice? That was T.I. He asked King straight up, you think being a father is about playing gangster? You think this is something to brag about? It wasn't rhetorical, it was desperate. You could hear it in his tone, the kind of plea that says, you don't understand what this life does to you. Because for T.I., being a dad was about protection, survival, and breaking cycles. For King, it's been about image, about chasing that chaos for validation. But then T.I.'s voice cracked, and everything shifted. The calm faded. The disappointment turned to pain. I done spent my whole life keeping you out of this mess, he said, and you running straight into it. And that right there was the line that broke everyone watching. It wasn't a threat. It wasn't even anger anymore. It was heartbreak. Because that's the hardest part of this story. It's not just celebrity drama. It's a generational collision. A father who fought to give his son everything he never had, only to watch him throw it all away. And a son who's so desperate to prove himself that he's willing to burn bridges just to feel grown. After that moment, social media went ballistic. Clips were everywhere. The arguments hit every platform. Reddit threads, X debates, TikTok stitches. Some people sided with King, saying, he's just living his life, let him be. Others defended T.I., saying, he's not wrong for wanting better for his son. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Both of them are right, and both of them are wrong. King's trying to find himself, but he's doing it in the most self-destructive way possible. T.I.'s trying to protect him, but maybe he's realizing that some lessons can't be taught. They have to be lived. And the irony? All of this is happening in front of the same audience that once watched T.I. and Tiny: The Family Hustle, the show that painted them as the perfect celebrity family, loving, funny, grounded. Now that same family is unraveling in real time on the same internet that once adored them. Fans are calling this the Kardashian curse of hip-hop families, the idea that when your whole life becomes public, the line between performance and reality eventually disappears. And King seems to be caught right in the middle of that collapse. People online have been making comparisons, saying he's acting out like he's starring in a movie no one else agreed to film. The memes are endless. Some fans are joking that King's going to have his own spin-off called Young and Reckless, the Harris edition. Others are dead serious, saying this is what happens when fame replaces fatherhood. But the truth goes deeper than that. This isn't about fame or failure. It's about identity. King grew up in the shadow of a man who built an empire. Every headline about T.I. was about success, struggle, and redemption. And now, every headline about King is about chaos, controversy, and confusion. And through it all, T.I. keeps trying to guide him, even when it's clear that King doesn't want to hear it. Maybe that's the hardest part of being a parent to a public figure. You can't discipline your child in private when the whole world is watching. Every conversation becomes content. Every life lesson turns into a viral clip. Now the world's left wondering, is this the breaking point? Will T.I. step back and let King learn the hard way? Or will this moment finally bring them back together behind the scenes? Because no matter what side you're on, it's impossible not to feel something watching it all play out. Behind the fame, the houses, and the headlines, it's still just a father and son trying to find their way back to understanding. So what happens now? Does King keep doubling down on his rebellion? Or does he realize that maybe, just maybe, his dad isn't trying to control him, but save him? Only time will tell. But one thing's certain, the Harris family story is far from over. And whatever comes next, it's going to break the internet again. Because every time you think they've hit rock bottom, somehow the story finds a new layer, a deeper wound, a sharper truth, a messier headline. And through it all, one question keeps echoing online. Is this just father and son drama, or is this the cost of raising a child under a spotlight that never turns off? Either way, everyone's watching, and the world isn't looking away anytime soon. What do you think? Is T.I. being too harsh on King, or is this the lesson he's needed all along? And don't go anywhere. Click the next video you see on your screen for even more juicy celebrity chaos, betrayals, and stories Hollywood doesn't want you to know. See you in the next one.